Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, the last thing I did with my hair did not exactly go as planned. Unfortunately, using a pudding instead of a gel was a horrible mistake. So I really didn't do too much to my hair. I kind of let it dry longer than it was supposed to because, surprise surprise, I got distracted. But I pretty much just rinsed it and that's about it. I didn't do anything too crazy with it. It's still a little wet, but might need some more water. So I'm gonna try a chunky Bantu knot out because one, I've never done it before, and two, I would like to try and give this pudding another try. I'm going to make them chunky because I do not really have the patience, and sleeping in them is just not the vibe. It is a torture that I would like to avoid at all costs if I possibly can, because it is currently 11:30 p.m. right now, because as usual, your girl got insomnia. So I'm just gonna put this guy up here. Not even gonna bother sectioning it too well. I do have some clips here though. Not really aiming for perfect, just good enough. I gotta bleach my roots soon. They're starting to get just a little bit too comfortable. Alright, boom, it's the usual size of my section, just about, give or take. And I can definitely feel that my hair still has some product in it, so I'm just gonna go over it a little bit more, just to make sure I got enough to work with. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. And then of course, twist it. In case you've never done a Bantu knot before, you just want to keep twisting until you get your hair to the point where it wants to wrap around itself. Boom. I'm just going to use a bobby pin to secure it. Bam. Very simple, very easy. Shouldn't take too long. Unfortunately, I do have a habit of twisting them just a little bit too tight, but I'll get over it. Also, another reason why I don't do Bantu knots that I actually forgot about, me and bobby pins, we had beef. We just don't get along. They just be slipping and sliding, doing everything but what I want them to do. Ridiculous. Gonna try and make this one giant one. It may or may not work out, but we're gonna see what we can do. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to break them into two. It was wishful thinking though. Alright, so I'm finally done. I think I have like 8 or 10 in total, not 100% sure. Didn't really count as I went through it, but this is what we're looking like. This is what we got. So I'm gonna leave these in overnight, take them out in the morning or whenever it's dry, and see the final results. So with that being said, me and my unicorn horn are going to bed. Alright, so it's the next day, finally ready to take these out. Sleeping was ridiculous, but we made it through. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of oil, just so I can get ahead of the nonsense that's about to ensue. Wait, maybe it'd be smart to start with the bottom. I'm gonna do that. So my hair still feels kind of wet, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do before I finish taking the rest of these down is just go over the section as I unravel it with the blow dryer, see if that makes a difference. Alright, so I just went over them with the blow dryer real quick, see if that makes any sort of difference. It does to an extent, at least for this one on the end. Ooh, I don't know how this is going to turn out. It's looking a little rough. Alright, so this is turning out to be a fail. So it looks like this is as good as we're going to get. My hair is still far too wet to be taking it out, but it's too late now. Already done. I've committed to it. So this is the final mistake because you cannot call this a look, because within the next 15-20 minutes when this actually decides to dry fully, it will be up here. And I just don't think it's gonna look right since it didn't have enough time to like truly gain its form. But this is what we're gonna go with for right now. Maybe one day I'll be able to master it. Today's just not that day. I'll probably have to have like 2 empty days where I can just sit and let it dry with absolutely nothing to do. Now, while there's nothing wrong with Bantu knots, that's just not something I personally would like to walk out of the house wearing. It's just not my style, so it'll have to be a time where I can do this in the dark. But this is as good as we're getting, so take it all in. And maybe one day I can get it right. But with that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.